Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Natasha. Do you ever feel nervous when speaking English because you don't know the right phrase to use? Imagine walking into a cafe, meeting a friend, or talking at work. What do you say naturally? That's exactly what today's lesson will give you. 150 essential English phrases for daily conversations. These are the phrases native speakers use every single day. And after this video, you'll be able to use them too. Think about it. How do you start a friendly conversation? How do you ask politely for something? How do you respond when someone gives you an opinion? These little moments are where English learners often get stuck. But don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to say in these situations. Here's how it will work. I'll share phrases in simple English, explain them clearly, and give you easy examples. We'll go step by step, starting with greetings, then moving into small talk, daily activities, work, travel, and even emergencies. By the end, you'll have 150 ready-to-use phrases that will make you sound confident and natural in English. So let's get started and make English conversations simple, natural, and fun. Because English is not just about grammar, it's about real communication in everyday life. When you meet people in English, the very first words you say are your greeting. Greetings set the mood for the whole conversation. They can be formal, polite, casual, or friendly. Using the right greeting makes you sound more natural and helps you connect with people easily. Let's go through 10 essential greeting phrases you can use every day. Hi, how are you? This is the most common greeting in English. It works in almost every situation, at school, at work, or when meeting a neighbor. A typical exchange looks like this. Hi, how are you? I'm good, thanks. How about you? Notice that in American English, people often answer with good instead of I'm fine. It's short, simple, and natural. What's up? This is casual and friendly. You usually say it to people you already know. When someone asks, what's up, they are not asking for details. They're just saying hello. A normal reply is something small like, not much, just watching TV. Nothing special. How about you? 3. Good morning. This is a polite greeting before noon. You can use it with teachers, coworkers, or even strangers. For example, good morning, did you sleep well? Good morning, class, let's get started. It shows respect and friendliness. Good afternoon. You use this between 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. It sounds a little more formal than good morning. For example, good afternoon, sir. How can I help you today? Good afternoon, everyone. Please take your seats. 5. Good evening. This greeting starts after 6 p.m. You might hear it at restaurants or events. For example, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Good evening, John. How was your day? Croy? Hey there. This is casual and cheerful. It works great when you meet friends or family. For example, hey there, long time no see. Hey there, how's everything going? See you 7. How's it going? This is another relaxed version of how are you? It's very common in the US example. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good, thanks. How about you? Notice that people often keep the answers short. Nice to meet you. You use this when meeting someone for the first time. For example, hi, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Welcome to the team. It's polite and shows respect. It's great to see you again. Perfect when meeting someone you already know. For example, wow, it's great to see you again. How have you been? It's great to see you again after such a long time. 10. Long time no see. This is fun and casual, usually, for friends you haven't seen in a while. For example, hey, long time no see. What have you been up to? Yeah, it's been forever. I missed hanging out. Cultural tip. In American culture, greetings are often short and quick. People don't always expect long answers. When someone says, "How are you?" a simple "good thanks" is usually enough. If you answer with too much detail, it might feel unusual. Practice tip. Choose 3 of these greetings and practice saying them out loud today. For example, when you message a friend, start with, "What's up?" or "Long time no see." The more you practice greetings in real situations, the more natural they will feel. Small talk may seem small, but it's a big part of English conversation. It helps you connect with people even if you don't know them well. In American culture especially, small talk is seen as polite and friendly. It's not about deep conversation. It's about breaking the silence and showing interest. Let's go through 10 useful small talk phrases you can use every day. How's your day going? This phrase is a gentle way to check in with someone. You can use it at work, school, or with a friend. A short dialogue might go like this. "Hey, how's your day going?" "Pretty good, just busy with work. How about yours?" Notice that answers don't need to be long. 1 or 2 sentences are enough. How's the weather? Weather is one of the easiest topics. People often use it when they don't know what else to say. Example, "Nice day today, isn't it?" "Yeah, the sun feels great after all." "That rain." You can also use it when the weather is extreme. "Wow, it's freezing today." "Did you watch the game last night?" Sports are a safe small talk subject, especially in the US. Example, "Hey, did you watch the game last night?" "Yes, it was so exciting. I thought they were going to lose." Even if you don't like sports, you can still respond politely. "No, I missed it, but I heard it was good." Have you seen any good movies lately? Entertainment is another easy topic. Example, "Have you seen any good movies lately?" "Yes, I watched a comedy last weekend. It was hilarious." This phrase works with books, TV shows, or even YouTube videos. Have you read any good books recently? What do you usually do on weekends? This shows friendly curiosity about someone's life. Example, "So, what do you usually do on weekends?" "I usually spend time with family, sometimes go hiking." This can lead to longer conversation. "Oh, you like hiking? Where do you usually go?" 6. That's interesting. This is a reaction phrase. It shows you are paying attention and encourages the speaker to continue. Example, "I just started learning Spanish." "That's interesting. How long have you been learning?" Using short responses like this helps you keep the conversation alive. Do you live around here? This is useful when you meet someone new in your neighborhood or at an event. Example, "Hi, nice to meet you. Do you live around here?" "Yes, just a few blocks away. How about you?" It can also lead to talking about local places, restaurants, or shops. How's work going? Work is a safe topic for small talk, especially among adults. Example, "Hey, how's work going?" "Not bad, just a little stressful this week." If you don't work, you can adapt it. "How's school going?" Have you traveled anywhere recently? Travel is always an exciting topic. Example, "Have you traveled anywhere recently?" "Yes, I went to Florida last month. The beaches were amazing." Even if the answer is no, it can still continue. "Not really, but I'd love to go somewhere warm soon." 10. I can't believe this weather. This is an easy starter when you don't know what else to say. Example, "I can't believe this weather. It's so hot for April." "I know, right? It feels like summer already." Cultural tip. In the US, small talk often happens in short bursts. At the grocery store, the cashier might say, "How's your day going?" They don't expect a long story, just a quick answer like, "Good, thanks." Small talk is a way to be polite, not to share your deepest thoughts. Practice tip. Try practicing small talk topics before you meet someone. Prepare one question about the weather, one about movies, and one about hobbies. That way, you'll never run out of things to say. Daily life is full of simple actions: eating, sleeping, working, and relaxing. These activities may seem basic, but they're the foundation of everyday conversations. Let's go through 10 useful phrases you can use when talking about your daily activities. I just woke up. This is something you say in the morning or when explaining why you look tired. Example: sorry if I sound sleepy, I just woke up. I just woke up, so I need some coffee. 2. I need a cup of coffee. Coffee is a big part of American daily life. People often start their day with it. Example: I need a cup of coffee before I can think straight. Do you want to grab a coffee together? I'm getting ready for work or school. This describes what you're doing in the morning. Example: can I call you later? I'm getting ready for work. She's getting ready for school right now. 4. I'm on my way. This phrase is common when you're traveling somewhere. Example: I'm on my way. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Don't worry, he's on his way. 5. I just got home. This explains you've arrived back at your house. Example: hi, I just got home from work. She just got home, so she's resting now. 6. I'm cooking dinner. Food is an everyday topic. This phrase is useful when talking to family or friends. Example: can I call you later? I'm cooking dinner right now. I'm cooking dinner tonight. Do you want to join? I need to go grocery shopping. Shopping for food is something everyone does. Example: I need to go grocery shopping. We're out of milk. She usually goes grocery shopping on Saturdays. 8. I'm doing the laundry. Chores are part of daily life, and this is a common one. Example: sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm doing the laundry. He's doing the laundry while watching TV. I'm going to bed. This is a simple phrase for nighttime. Example: I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Good night, everyone. I'm going to bed now. 10. I'll call you later. People often say this when ending a quick conversation. Example: I'm a little busy now, but I'll call you later. Okay, no problem. Talk to you soon. Cultural tip. In American English, people often share little updates about their daily routine, even in casual conversations. Saying things like, I just got home, or I'm cooking dinner, feels natural and polite. It's a way of sharing your life without giving too much detail. Practice tip. Think about your own daily routine. Write down 3 things you do every day, like, I wake up early, I check my email, or I cook dinner. Then practice saying them out loud. This will make it easier to use these phrases naturally when someone asks, what are you up to? Asking questions is one of the most important parts of conversation. Questions keep the dialogue moving and show that you're interested. In English, questions can be formal, polite, or casual depending on the situation. Let's go through 10 essential question phrases you'll hear all the time. Can you help me? This is a polite way to ask for assistance. Example: excuse me, can you help me find the bus stop? Can you help me carry these bags? So, do you know where? Useful when asking for directions or information. Example: do you know where the nearest pharmacy is? Do you know where she went? 3. What do you mean? This helps when you don't understand someone. Example: sorry, what do you mean by that? What do you mean when you say it's complicated? Yeah. Could you please? Adding please makes the question polite. Example: could you please open the window? Could you please explain that again? How much does this cost? Essential for shopping. Example, how much does this cost? It's $25.06. What time is it? A basic but very useful question. Example, excuse me, what time is it? It's 3:15. 7. Where are you from? A common question when meeting someone new. Example, hi, nice to meet you. Where are you from? I'm from Chicago. How about you? 8. What do you do? In American English, this usually means, what's your job? Example, so what do you do? I work as a teacher. Can I ask you something? This is a polite way to begin a question. Example, can I ask you something? How did you learn English so fast? Sure, go ahead. 10. Do you have any suggestions? This is great when you want advice. Example, do you have any suggestions for a good restaurant nearby? Yes, you should try the Italian place down the street. Cultural tip. In American culture, questions often show friendliness. People may ask, where are you from, or what do you do, as a way to get to know you, not to be rude. If you don't want to answer directly, you can give a short, polite reply and change the subject. Practice. Tip. Choose 3 of these questions and practice them in role play. Imagine you're meeting someone new or asking for help in a store. The more you practice, the easier it will feel in real conversations. Sharing your opinion is an important part of communication. It helps you express yourself and connect with others. In English, people often use soft, polite phrases when giving opinions, especially if the topic might be sensitive. Let's go through 10 useful opinion phrases you can use in daily conversation. I think. This is the simplest way to give an opinion. Example, I think this movie is really good. I think we should leave earlier to avoid traffic. In my opinion. This is slightly more formal and polite. Example, in my opinion, learning English every day is better than once a week. In my opinion, that restaurant is overpriced. If you ask me, this phrase makes your opinion sound casual. Example, if you ask me, this park is the best place to relax. If you ask me, we don't need more coffee, we need more sleep. 4. Personally, I think. This emphasizes that it's your personal view. Example, personally, I think exercise in the morning gives me more energy. Personally, I think that book was too long. From my point of view, this sounds thoughtful and reflective. Example, from my point of view, online learning is very convenient. From my point of view, teamwork is more effective than working alone. I believe. This sounds stronger, almost like a statement of fact. Example, I believe everyone should learn another language. I believe honesty is the most important quality in a friend. 7. To me. This is a soft way to share a personal feeling. Example, to me, this song is very relaxing. To me, family time is more important than money. A. The way I see it. This phrase is conversational and friendly. Example, the way I see it, we need to finish this project before Friday. The way I see it, traveling is the best way to learn about cultures. As far as I'm concerned, this phrase is often used before a strong opinion. Example, as far as I'm concerned, that rule doesn't make sense. As far as I'm concerned, education should be free. 10. I'd say. This is casual and often used when you're thinking. Example, I'd say that's a good idea. I'd say this pizza place is better than the other one. Cultural tip. In American English, people often use softeners like I think or personally I feel to avoid sounding rude or too direct. Even if they have a strong opinion, they usually frame it politely. For example, Instead of saying you're wrong, they might say, I see it differently, or from my point of view. Practice. Tip. Try taking a simple topic, like food, music, or movies, and practice using 5 of these phrases. For example, in my opinion, pizza is the best food. Or, the way I see it, comedy movies are more fun than action movies. Practicing with fun topics makes it easier to use these phrases in real conversations. Agreeing and disagreeing is part of every conversation. Sometimes you'll share the same opinion, and other times you won't. The key is to express yourself politely so the conversation stays friendly. Here are 10 common phrases you can use to agree or disagree naturally in English. I agree. Simple and clear. Example. This coffee is really strong. Yes, I agree. 2. That's true. A softer way to agree. Example. Exercise makes me feel better. That's true, it helps me too. You're right. This shows you respect the other person's opinion. Example. We should save more money. You're right. That's important. Exactly. This shows strong agreement and enthusiasm. Example. Learning English every day is the best way? Exactly. Practice makes perfect. I couldn't agree more. This is a powerful way to show complete agreement. Example. Family is more important than money. I couldn't agree more. 6. I see your point, but this phrase is useful when you want to disagree politely. Example. Online classes are always better than in-person classes. I see your point, but I think face-to-face learning can be more effective. I'm not sure about that. A gentle way to disagree. Example. I think summer is better than winter. I'm not sure about that. I like winter more. 8. I don't really agree. A direct but still polite disagreement. Example. Fast food is healthier than home cooking. Sorry, I don't really agree. Home cooking is much healthier. I see it differently. This phrase shows respect while expressing a different opinion. Example. Working. Alone is always better. I see it differently. I prefer teamwork. 10. That's not how I see it. Another polite way to say you disagree. Example. Traveling is a waste of money. That's not how I see it. I think it's a great investment. Cultural tip. In American conversations, people value honesty, but they also value politeness. When disagreeing, Americans often soften their words. Instead of saying, no, you're wrong, they might say, I see it differently, or I'm not sure about that. This keeps the conversation friendly, even when opinions are different. Practice tip. Try role-playing with a friend. Pick a simple topic like, is pizza better than burgers? One person argues for pizza, and the other argues for burgers. Practice using both agreeing and disagreeing phrases. This will help you sound natural in real discussions. Being able to share your feelings is key to real communication. Emotions connect people and make conversations more natural. In English, there are many ways to express happiness, sadness, anger, or excitement. Let's explore 10 useful phrases you can use to talk about your feelings. I'm so happy. A simple way to express joy. Example, I'm so happy to see you. She was so happy when she passed the exam. C's. I feel great. This expresses positive energy. Example, after exercising, I feel great. I feel great today because the sun is shining. 3. I'm excited. Use this when looking forward to something. Example, I'm excited about the party tonight. He's excited to start his new job. I'm a little nervous. A common phrase before an important event. Example, I'm a little nervous about my interview. She's a little nervous before giving her speech. I'm tired. Very common in daily life. Example. I'm tired after a long day at work. He said he's tired and needs a nap. 6. I'm upset. This phrase shows sadness or mild anger. Example. I'm upset because I lost my phone. She's upset about the news. 7. I'm angry. A direct way to express strong negative feelings. Example. I'm angry that my flight was delayed again. He was angry after the argument. 8. I feel lonely. A phrase to express emotional emptiness. Example. I feel lonely when I stay at home all day. She feels lonely because her friends are far away. I feel relaxed. Use this to describe calmness. Example. After yoga, I feel relaxed. This music makes me feel relaxed. 10. I'm proud of. Often used to show positive feelings about someone or something. Example. I'm proud of my brother for graduating. We're proud of our team. Cultural tip. In the US, people often express feelings openly, especially positive ones. Saying, I'm excited or I'm proud is common. However, negative feelings like I'm angry are often softened. Instead of saying I'm angry with you, people might say I'm upset or I'm not happy about this. Practice. Tip. Think of one positive and one negative feeling you had recently. Practice saying them out loud using these phrases. For example, I'm excited about my weekend plans, or I'm tired after work. This practice helps you share emotions naturally. Making requests is something you do every day, at home, at work, in restaurants, or when traveling. The key is to be polite but clear. In English, especially in the US, people often add please and use soft question forms to make requests sound friendly. Here are 10 essential request phrases you should know. Can you help me? A simple way to ask for assistance. Example. Can you help me move this chair? Can you help me find the station? 2. Could you please? Adding. Please makes it more polite. Example. Could you please pass me the salt? Could you please open the window? Would you mind? This is a very polite request. Example. Would you mind closing the door? Would you mind helping me with this project? Can I have useful in restaurants or stores? Example. Can I have a glass of water? Can I have the bill, please? 5. I'd like. A polite way to order or request. Example. I'd like a cheeseburger, please. I'd like more information about this tour. 6. Do you mind if I? This phrase is used when asking permission. Example. Do you mind if I sit here? Do you mind if I use your phone? Can you tell me? Often used for information. Example. Can you tell me how to get to the library? Can you tell me what time the bus leaves? 8. Would it be possible? This sounds very formal and polite. Example. Would it be possible to change my appointment? Would it be possible to get a refund? I need. Direct but still common in daily life. Example. I need some help with my homework. I need directions to the airport. 10. Could I get? A very natural phrase in American English, especially when ordering. Example. Could I get a coffee to go? Could I get some extra napkins? Cultural tip. In the US, people usually expect requests to sound polite, not demanding. Adding please or using softer forms like would you mind makes your request sound friendly. Even when asking for something simple, politeness is appreciated. Practice tip. Go through your daily routine and think of situations where you make requests. For example, at a restaurant, "Can I have a menu, please?" At work, "Would you mind sending me that file?" Or at home, "Could you please turn off the lights?" Practicing these requests in real-life contexts will make them natural for you. Helping others is an important part of communication. Offering help shows kindness and builds stronger connections. In English, there are many natural ways to do this. Americans often offer help politely and sometimes indirectly, so the other person doesn't feel pressured. Let's look at 10 common phrases for offering help. Can I help you? The most common phrase when you see someone struggling. Example, "You look lost. Can I help you?" "Can I help you carry those bags?" 2. Do you need any help? A polite way to ask if assistance is required. Example, "Do you need any help with your homework?" "Do you need any help finding your seat?" 3. Would you like some help? This sounds warm and friendly. Example, "Would you like some help setting up the table?" "Would you like some help with your project?" "Sir, let me help you." More direct but very kind. Example, "That looks heavy. Let me help you with it." "You seem tired. Let me help you finish this." Can I give you a hand? An idiomatic and natural phrase. Example, "Can I give you a hand with those boxes?" "Can I give you a hand cleaning up?" 6. Do you want me to? Useful when you're offering something specific. Example, "Do you want me to call a taxi for you?" "Do you want me to explain it again?" "I can do that for you." Shows willingness to take action. Example, "Don't worry about the dishes. I can do that for you." I can do that for you if you're busy. 8. Would it help if I? A thoughtful way to suggest help. Example, "Would it help if I carried your bag?" "Would it help if I explained this part again?" Is there anything I can do? This works well when someone seems upset or stressed. Example, "You seem worried. Is there anything I can do?" Is there anything I can do to make it easier? 10. I'm here if you need me. This phrase is comforting and supportive. Example, "I know this is hard. I'm here if you need me." Don't worry, I'm here if you need me. Cultural tip. In the US, people often appreciate offers of help, but sometimes they may say, "I'm okay" or "I've got it." This doesn't mean they're rejecting you, it's just a way of being polite and independent. If someone says no, you can still show support by saying, "Okay, but let me know if you change your mind." Practice tip. Think about your daily life and where you can offer help. For example, at school, "Do you want me to check your notes?" At work, "Can I give you a hand with this report?" Or at home, "Would you like some help cooking dinner?" Practicing these situations will make your offers of help sound natural. Everyone makes mistakes. The important part is knowing how to apologize politely and sincerely. In English, apologies can be short and casual, or more formal depending on the situation. Americans often combine an apology with a short explanation or a polite gesture to show they care. Here are 10 useful phrases for apologizing. I'm sorry, the most common and direct phrase. Example, "I'm sorry I'm late." "I'm sorry for the mistake." Quo, "I'm so sorry." Adds more emotion to show you really regret it. Example, "I'm so sorry for forgetting your birthday." "I'm so sorry about what happened." I apologize. More formal, often used in professional settings. Example, I apologize for the delay. I apologize for the misunderstanding. Sorry about that. Casual, often used for small mistakes. Example, oops, I spilled water. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, I didn't mean to bump into you. My mistake, simple and honest. Example, oh, that was my mistake. I'll fix it. It was my mistake. I'll be more careful. 6. It won't happen again. Shows responsibility and a promise to improve. Example: I'm sorry I was late. It won't happen again. I forgot the report, but it won't happen again. 7. Please forgive me. More personal and emotional. Example: Please forgive me for being rude. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Please forgive me. I didn't mean to. Explains the mistake without making excuses. Example: I didn't mean to upset you. I didn't mean to break your glass. I take full responsibility. A strong phrase, especially for serious situations. Example: I take full responsibility for the error. I take full responsibility for what happened. 10. Thanks for understanding. A polite way to close an apology. Example: I'm sorry I had to cancel. Thanks for understanding. Thanks for understanding that I was busy. Cultural tip. In American culture, apologizing doesn't always mean you are completely wrong. Often it's just a polite way to smooth over small mistakes. For example, if you bump into someone in a store, saying sorry is expected, even if it wasn't your fault. Adding thanks for understanding makes the apology more positive. Practice tip. Think of common mistakes you make, like being late, forgetting something, or interrupting someone. Practice saying, I'm sorry, I'm late, or sorry about that, I didn't mean to interrupt. The more you practice, the more natural your apologies will sound. Gratitude is powerful. It makes conversations positive and strengthens relationships. In English, there are many ways to say thank you, from simple expressions to more heartfelt ones. Americans use these phrases often, even for small things like someone holding a door open. Let's look at 10 useful gratitude phrases. Thank you. The most basic and essential phrase. Example: Thank you for your help. Thank you for calling me back. Thanks. A shorter, more casual way to say thank you. Example: Thanks for the ride. Thanks, that was really nice of you. Thanks a lot. Adds more energy but can sound sarcastic if said with the wrong tone. Example: Thanks a lot for helping me with the project. Thanks a lot for picking me up. 4. Thanks so much. Very common in American English. Example: Thanks so much for your support. Thanks so much for the birthday gift. Thank you very much. Polite and slightly more formal. Example: Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you very much for your patience. I really appreciate it. Shows deeper gratitude. Example: I really appreciate your advice. I really appreciate you taking the time to help me. How? I can't thank you enough. Used when words don't feel strong enough. Example: I can't thank you enough for your kindness. I can't thank you enough for all your help. That means a lot to me. Shows emotional appreciation. Example: Thanks for supporting me. That means a lot to me. Your words really mean a lot to me. I'm grateful for. A thoughtful way to show thanks. Example: I'm grateful for your friendship. I'm grateful for the chance to work with you. 10. Thanks in advance. Useful when asking for help politely. Example: Could you send me the file? Thanks in advance. Thanks in advance for your cooperation. Cultural tip. In American culture, people often say thank you many times in a single conversation. For example, at a store, a customer says thank you after receiving change, and the cashier replies thank you as well. This habit makes interactions friendlier. Practice tip. When someone helps you, don't just say thanks. Try adding one of these phrases. For example, Thanks so much, I really appreciate it. Combining gratitude phrases makes your thank you sound warmer and more sincere. Conversations often involve opinions. Sometimes you agree, and sometimes you don't. In English, especially in American culture, people often soften disagreements so they don't sound rude. Here are 10 common phrases to agree or disagree politely. I agree. The simplest way to show agreement. Example, I agree, that's a great idea. Yes, I agree with you. That's true. A natural way to confirm someone's point. Example, that's true, the movie was really exciting. That's true, we do need more time. Exactly. Strong agreement, showing enthusiasm. Example, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. Exactly. You explained it perfectly. 4. I think so too. Shows you share the same opinion. Example, I think so too, the restaurant is excellent. I think so too, he's very talented. You're right. Simple and supportive. Example, you're right. This plan works better. You're right. We should start early. 6. I see your point, but a polite way to disagree. Example, I see your point, but I think we need more details. I see your point, but I don't fully agree. 7. I'm not sure about that. Soft disagreement. Example, I'm not sure about that. Maybe there's another way. I'm not sure about that. The data looks different. I don't really agree. More direct, but still polite. Example, I don't really agree with that idea. I don't really agree, but I respect your opinion. 9. I see it differently. Neutral and respectful. Example, I see it differently. I think the first option is better. I see it differently. Maybe we should wait. 10. Let's agree to disagree. Used when both sides have different opinions and want to move on politely. Example, let's agree to disagree on this topic. We both have strong opinions, so let's agree to disagree. Cultural tip. In American culture, direct disagreement can sometimes sound rude, so people often soften it. For example, instead of saying you're wrong, they might say, I'm not sure about that, or I see it differently. This keeps the conversation friendly. Practice tip. Practice both agreeing and disagreeing. For example, if someone says, this restaurant is amazing, you can practice replying with agreement, exactly. I think so too. Or disagreement. I see your point, but I prefer another place. This balance will make your conversations more natural. Conversations often involve opinions. Sometimes you agree, and sometimes you don't. In English, especially in American culture, people often soften disagreements so they don't sound rude. Here are 10 common phrases to agree or disagree politely. I agree. The simplest way to show agreement. Example, I agree. That's a great idea. Yes, I agree with you. That's true. A natural way to confirm someone's point. Example, that's true, the movie was really exciting. That's true, we do need more time. Exactly. Strong agreement, showing enthusiasm. Example, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. Exactly. You explained it perfectly. 4. I think so too. Shows you share the same opinion. Example, I think so too, the restaurant is excellent. I think so too, he's very talented. You're right. Simple and supportive. Example, you're right. This plan works better. You're right. We should start early. 6. I see your point, but A polite way to disagree. Example: I see your point, but I think we need more details. I see your point, but I don't fully agree. Seth: I'm not sure about that. Soft disagreement. Example: I'm not sure about that. Maybe there's another way. I'm not sure about that. The data looks different. I don't really agree. More direct, but still polite. Example: I don't really agree with that idea. I don't really agree, but I respect your opinion. 9. I see it differently. Neutral and respectful. Example: I see it differently. I think the first option is better. I see it differently. Maybe we should wait. 10. Let's agree to disagree. Used when both sides have different opinions and want to move on politely. Example: let's agree to disagree on this topic. We both have strong opinions, so let's agree to disagree. Cultural tip. In American culture, direct disagreement can sometimes sound rude, so people often soften it. For example, instead of saying you're wrong, they might say, I'm not sure about that, or I see it differently. This keeps the conversation friendly. Practice tip. Practice both agreeing and disagreeing. For example, if someone says, this restaurant is amazing, you can practice replying with agreement, exactly. I think so too. Or disagreement. I see your point, but I prefer another place. This balance will make your conversations more natural. Compliments are a wonderful way to make people feel good. In American culture, compliments are common and often simple, like praising someone's clothes, work, or personality. But it's also important to know how to respond politely when someone compliments you. Let's go through 10 useful phrases for giving and receiving compliments. You look great. A common way to compliment appearance. Example: wow, you look great in that outfit. You look great today, very professional. I love your... You can use this with clothes, hairstyle, or even personality traits. Example: I love your shoes. I love your positive attitude. That's a nice, polite, and versatile. Example: that's a nice jacket. That's a nice idea you suggested. You're really good at... Perfect for... Complimenting skills. Example: you're really good at cooking. You're really good at explaining things. Great job. Simple encouragement for tasks or achievements. Example: great job on your presentation. Great job cleaning the house. 6. Well done. Polite and supportive, often used at school or work. Example: well done on finishing the project early. Well done. Your performance was excellent. 7. You're amazing at... Stronger praise for talent or effort. Example: you're amazing at drawing. You're amazing at solving problems. Thank you, that's kind of you. A polite way to respond to a compliment. Example: you look nice today. Thank you, that's kind of you. 9. Thanks, I appreciate it. Another natural response. Example: great job on the report. Thanks, I appreciate it. 10. You made my day. A warm way to accept a compliment. Example: I love your smile. Wow, thank you, you made my day. Cultural tip. In the US, compliments are common and usually short. If someone says nice shirt, the usual response is just thanks, instead of rejecting it. Saying, oh no, it's not good may sound strange. Accepting compliments with a smile is the polite thing to do. Practice tip. Try practicing both giving and receiving compliments. At work, you could say, great job on that report. At school, you might say, you're really good at math. And when someone compliments you, practice replying with, thanks, I appreciate it. Sometimes in conversations, you may not hear something clearly, or you may not understand what the other person means. In these moments, it's important to ask for clarification politely. Americans usually use short, friendly phrases so the other person doesn't feel uncomfortable. Here are 10 useful clarification phrases. Sorry, what was that? Casual and polite. Example. Sorry, what was that? I didn't catch it. Sorry, what was that? Could you repeat it? 2. Could you say that again? A direct but polite request. Example. Could you say that again, please? Could you say that again? I missed it. I didn't catch that. Natural and common in American English. Example. I didn't catch that. Could you repeat? I didn't catch that. What did you say? 4. Come again? Very casual and often used among friends. Example. Come again? I didn't hear you. Come again? What was that word? 5. Could you repeat that, please? Polite and professional. Example. Could you repeat that, please? The connection was bad. Could you repeat that, please? I want to be sure. 6. I don't understand. Simple and honest. Example. I don't understand this question. I don't understand what you mean. 7. What do you mean by that? Helps when something is unclear. Example. What do you mean by deadline? What do you mean by that phrase? 8. Could you explain that in another way? Shows respect while asking for more. Detail. Example. Could you explain that in another way? I'm not sure I get it. Could you explain that in another way? I want to understand better. Sorry, I didn't get that. Another soft, casual phrase. Example. Sorry, I didn't get that. Could you say it again? Sorry, I didn't get that. Can you explain? 10. Can you clarify that? Useful in professional conversations. Example. Can you clarify that point about the budget? Can you clarify that so I don't make a mistake? Cultural tip. In American culture, it's normal to ask for repetition, especially if the speaker is talking too fast. Instead of pretending to understand, it's better to ask politely. Even native speakers often say, "Sorry, I didn't catch that." Practice. Tip. Choose 3 of these phrases and practice them in daily life. For example, if someone speaks quickly, try saying, "Sorry, what was that?" Or, "Could you explain that in another way?" Over time, you'll feel confident, asking for clarification. In conversations, we often need to share our thoughts and ideas. Expressing opinions politely helps others understand us better and keeps discussions respectful. Americans often use softening phrases to sound friendly even when giving a strong opinion. Let's look at 10 common phrases for expressing opinions. I think. The most basic and widely used. Example. I think this restaurant is great. I think we should leave earlier, too. In my opinion, slightly more formal. Example. In my opinion, teamwork is very important. In my opinion, this book is better than the movie. I believe. Stronger than I think. Example. I believe education is the key to success. I believe we can solve this problem. I feel that adds a personal and emotional touch. Example. I feel that we need more communication. I feel that the story was inspiring. As far as I'm concerned, shows a personal viewpoint. Example. As far as I'm concerned, honesty is the most important quality. As far as I'm concerned, we did our best. From my point of view, useful for discussions. Example. From my point of view, this plan saves time. From my point of view, we need more resources. If you ask me, informal and conversational. Example. If you ask me, that movie was too long. If you ask me, pizza is the best food. 8. Personally, I think adds a personal touch. Example. Personally, I think this design looks amazing. Personally, I think we should try a different approach. The way I see it, friendly and common in everyday English. Example. The way I see it, we need to take action now. The way I see it, this is a good opportunity. Te. To me, short and simple. Example. To me, family is the most important thing. To me, this project looks very promising. Cultural tip. Americans often respect different opinions, but they usually avoid saying you're wrong. Instead, they present their own perspective by starting with I think or from my point of view. This keeps the conversation polite and open. Practice. Tip. Try using these phrases in real discussions. For example, if a friend asks, "What do you think of this movie?" You could answer with, "Personally, I think it was really good." If you disagree, you can still keep it polite. "From my point of view, it was a bit too slow." Making suggestions is an important part of daily conversations. Whether you're with friends, coworkers, or family, knowing how to suggest something politely helps you sound natural and respectful. In American culture, suggestions are often softened with polite words so they don't sound like orders. Here are 10 useful phrases for making suggestions. How about casual and friendly? Example. How about going to the park this weekend? How about we try a new restaurant, too? Why don't we? Another casual suggestion. Example. Why don't we watch a movie tonight? Why don't we call her and ask directly? 3. Let's. Simple and direct but still polite. Example. Let's start the meeting now. Let's take a break and get some coffee. 4. We could. Suggests an option without pressure. Example. We could visit the Yao Museum tomorrow. We could try a different method. Maybe we should. A soft suggestion. Example. Maybe we should double-check the details. Maybe we should order food instead of cooking. What if we? Creative and open suggestion. Example. What if we start earlier tomorrow? What if we change the design slightly? 7. Why not? Encouraging someone to consider an idea. Example. Why not take a short trip this weekend? Why not ask for help if you're unsure? It might be a good idea to. Polite and professional. Example. It might be a good idea to review the report again. It might be a good idea to save some money. Thus, perhaps we can. Slightly formal, often used in meetings. Example. Perhaps we can schedule another session. Perhaps we can invite more participants. 10. Have you thought about? Encourages someone to consider an option. Example. Have you thought about taking a class? Have you thought about applying for that job? Cultural tip. In American English, suggestions are often softened with words like maybe or could. Saying do this can sound too direct, while maybe we should do this feels polite and respectful. Practice. Tip. Try making suggestions with your friends or coworkers. For example, instead of saying we need to eat now, practice saying how about getting lunch now? This small change will make your English sound friendlier and more natural. Being able to talk about what you like and dislike makes conversations more personal and interesting. It helps people get to know you better and also makes it easier to connect with others. Americans often share their preferences in a friendly and open way, but they usually try to avoid sounding too negative. Let's go through 10 useful phrases to express likes and dislikes. I like. The most basic way to express preference. Example. I like pizza. I like watching movies. I really enjoy. Stronger than I like. Example. I really enjoy traveling. I really enjoy playing basketball. I love expresses strong liking. Example, I love music. I love spending time with friends. Sure. I'm into casual, common in American. English, example. I'm into photography. I'm into video games. 5. I prefer useful for comparisons. Example. I prefer tea over coffee. I prefer staying home to going out. 6. I'm not a big fan of a polite way to say you don't like something. Example. I'm not a big fan of spicy food. I'm not a big fan of horror movies. I don't really like softens the dislike. Example. I don't really like seafood. I don't really like loud places. Ow. I can't stand strong dislike. Example. I can't stand waiting in long lines. I can't stand rude people. Yeah. I absolutely love adds emphasis to strong liking. Example. I absolutely love chocolate. I absolutely love sunny weather. 10. I'd rather used to express preference. Example. I'd rather stay in tonight. I'd rather read a book than watch TV. Cultural tip. In the US, people often talk about their likes and dislikes when meeting new people. It's a way to find common interests. However, when expressing dislikes, it's common to soften them with phrases like, I'm not a big fan of, instead of being too direct. Practice. Tip. Try making lists of what you like and dislike, then practice saying them aloud. For example, I really enjoy listening to music, but I'm not a big fan of country music. This way, you'll sound natural when sharing your preferences in real conversations.